The world is in shock. President Donald Trump has just signed a sweeping new travel ban affecting nearly 20 countries. Yes, 20. From Africa to the Middle East, from the Caribbean to Asia, the new order is bold, controversial, and already sending ripples across the globe. But here's the question you need to ask yourself. Is your country next? In this video, we're diving deep into the 12 countries now banned from entering the US, the 7 facing partial restrictions, and the hidden political motives behind this decision. Stay tuned, because what you're about to hear is not what you're being told on mainstream news. On Wednesday night, President Trump made headlines yet again, signing a proclamation that will fully restrict the entry of nationals from 12 countries. Let's put them on screen. Afghanistan, Myanmar, Burma, Chad, Republic of the Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. That's right, 12 countries completely banned. No visas, no new entries, no exceptions, unless you're already a lawful permanent resident, hold an existing visa, or fall into certain protected categories. And that's not all. 7 more countries have been slapped with partial restrictions: Burundi, Cuba, Laos, Sierra Leone, Togo, Turkmenistan, and Venezuela. It's a political earthquake, and it's only just beginning. So what triggered this sudden crackdown? According to White House officials, the proclamation was fast-tracked after an anti-Semitic attack in Boulder, Colorado. The suspect, an Egyptian national. But here's the twist: Egypt didn't make the ban list. Now think about that. The attack was the final push, but the country of the suspect wasn't even included. That's raising some serious eyebrows. President Trump is fulfilling his promise to protect Americans from dangerous foreign actors that want to come to our country and cause us harm. But critics say this ban has less to do with national security and more to do with political posturing as Trump solidifies his stance heading into the next election cycle. Let's not forget, this isn't Trump's first travel ban rodeo. In his first term, he banned travelers from 7 majority Muslim countries. That ban faced court challenges, mass protests, and international outrage, but ultimately the Supreme Court upheld it. This latest move? It's a strategic follow-up. And this time it's even broader. 19 countries spanning 4 continents, Muslim majority? Yes. African nations? Yes. Latin America? Yep. And critics are calling it everything from xenophobic to necessary security. So what does Trump say about all this? We will not allow people to enter our country who wish to do us harm. The list is subject to revision, and new countries can be added as threats emerge around the world. You heard it. New countries can be added. That's not a threat. That's a warning. Now, here's where it gets complicated. Not everyone from these countries is blocked. The proclamation allows exceptions for lawful permanent residents, current visa holders, and those deemed in the U.S. national interest. But how exactly does the government define national interest? That's unclear. That vagueness opens the door to selective enforcement and possibly discrimination. Families separated, students stranded, workers displaced, and most tragically, refugees fleeing war zones, locked out. Globally, world leaders are speaking out. Diplomats from affected nations are demanding answers. Advocacy groups in the United States are calling the ban unjust and unconstitutional. In Haiti, outrage is boiling. Many Haitians see this as a slap in the face, especially after past U.S. policies already targeted the Haitian community. Even Venezuelans, fleeing an oppressive regime, are now partially restricted. And for many, it feels like the U.S. is closing its doors to the very people who need help the most. Here in the U.S., immigration attorneys are preparing for a legal battle, while civil rights groups are rallying on social media under hashtags like #BanTheBan and #Refugees. Welcome. So let's ask the million-dollar question. Is this ban about safety or strategy? Security analysts are split. Some say the targeted countries do have issues with overstay rates, weak passport security, or lack of information sharing. But others argue this is just another move in Trump's America First agenda. aimed at energizing his base by presenting himself as the last line of defense against global chaos. And politically, it's working. His supporters are cheering the move as bold and patriotic. But opponents warn it could isolate America and fuel anti-US sentiment globally. We want to hear from you. Do you think this new travel ban is necessary for national security? Or is it a dangerous overreach that threatens civil liberties and human rights? Drop a comment below. Tell us your country, your thoughts, your fears. Has this ban affected you or someone you know? And here's the big one. Should more countries be added? Or should the US be opening its doors, not closing them? This proclamation is set to go into effect at 12:01 a.m. on June 9th, and as the clock ticks, the world watches. Is this a bold move to protect the homeland, or the beginning of a darker chapter in global diplomacy? What happens next depends not just on courts and governments, but on you, the people, the voices, the power of public opinion. Hit that like button if you want more raw, unfiltered global news. Subscribe to Voyage Pulse for weekly deep dives that challenge the headlines. And don't forget to share this video, someone you know needs to see it. Turn on notifications because next week we're exposing how the ban could affect US businesses, tech talent, and foreign relations with Africa and the Middle East. You don't want to miss it. This was Voyage Pulse, where truth travels fast. See you in the next one.